Mic check, mic check, mic check. If y'all can hear me clearly without an echo, go ahead and put your aliens in the chat. Let me know you are here. And y'all know the drill. We will get started in just a minute.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.
Guess you're being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
Guess you're being a blogger.
You are more than I am more than
Guess you're being a blogger.
all them is my son.
Okay, this shit is
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Got it. Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
got it, got it. Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
got it.
Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real. Like for real. All those bitches is my sons. Like for real. Okay. Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. I know it's been a while. It's been a while. Shout out to the squad for holding it down for me while I was away. Hey, Princess AG. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's up, squad? What's up, squad? Y'all saw that thumbnail about Kandi Burruss getting the boot from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And of course, we're going to talk about it. We're going to do a deep dive because, we've been talking about that for weeks now. And for those of you on here talking about what Carlos King said, I could give two rats ass about what Carlos King said. Okay, this is the Michelle A.T. Brown channel. Okay, Carlos King used to read straight from the A to get his tea. That blogger's info is no more pertinent than this blogger's info, okay? So y'all can quit trying to one up this person or pit this person against that person. We are all bloggers around here, okay? There's room for all the bloggers to have their opinions about this situation. My opinion based off my inside information is that Kandi Burruss Tucker got the boot. And I said what I said. Okay, come on in. Come on in. You said that Carlos has better tea. Well, go over there and drink you some, Chad. Go drink you some of this tea. If that's not Carlos himself in an alias, because who is info over here bringing up Carlos? Like, I'm confused. We don't even talk about him over here. Y'all is funny. Y'all is funny. I know Carlos is a fan, so shout out to Carlos King. Okay. Yes, Kandi was fire, honey. Kandi was fire. Come on in. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. As those of you, I have to tell y'all what I've been doing and where I've been and all that. But before I get started, I want to shout out my squad. Okay, y'all see the people in the green, those are our channel sponsors, and a lot of them are Patreon members too. Okay, we got some new people in here as well. Somebody just joined a few minutes ago. You can be a channel sponsor too. Oh, this person didn't join. No weapon shall prosper. Shout out to you. Was a member 8 months. Okay, let's go. Okay, but you can be a member too. Only thing I do is click that join button. Okay, you can get special emojis and you'll be green in the chat. In addition to that, I have a Patreon group where we spill extra super duper tea about my personal life and everybody's personal life too. Okay, we talk about things we share. We are a community over there. If you want to be a part of my community, okay, you can go over there. My community, I said it, over there on Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLian, and I always say support your content creators. Okay, y'all know we do this, and sometimes YouTube pays well, and sometimes they don't, and we appreciate those of you who feed into our channel because we're giving y'all entertainment. Okay, we're giving y'all entertainment. He said Kandi said they couldn't negotiate a deal. Sound like it was fired to me. Kandi was fired. Let's be real. Okay, I'm looking cute. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Sierra Content. Look at my squad. Oh my God, I love y'all. She didn't get fired. She left the show. Why y'all gotta tear another black woman down to make yourself look good? How am I making myself look good? What Kandi shit don't make me eat, or what I eat don't make Kandi shit, or vice versa? Like I'm just trying to figure out. Like I can't talk about the black people. Y'all don't care when the junkies and the Armands and the ding dongs and all the men talk about the black women, but now I can't talk about a black woman because I'm a black woman. I'm confused. I'm confused. This is my niche. This is all I ever talk about is black women because I am one. I'm confused. Hey y'all, come on in. But before I get started, I want to say salute to a good friend of mine. A good friend of mine. I am so proud of my friends. See, my friends be winning awards and stuff and winning Grammys and sweeping the Grammys. Shout out to Killer Michael Render for getting all the rap Grammys, honey. They say he stole the rap Grammy from Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. He didn't steal nothing. He deserved that award with Future and Andre 3000 and CeeLo. It's so many people on Killer Mike's album. He got a song on there for the junkies. He got a song that called For the Junkies. I had dedicated that to Junkie Dineva that time. Y'all remember on my Instagram. But anyway, shout out to Killer Mike because his album is the bomb. Okay, he got nominated in 3 different categories. He got nominated for Best Rap Album. He got nominated for Best Rap Performance, and he got nominated for Best Rap Song. And guess what? He swept them all, honey. He got everything he was nominated for that night, and the people were so mad they had to arrest him. Stop it, Vicky. Stop. The people were so mad they had to arrest him and spoil that man's night. Now the people are all on Instagram trying to compare him with Will Smith. They was like, that happened in LA too. I don't understand how Will Smith get to smack a man on stage and the police don't arrest him. And Killer Mike allegedly knocked down a security guard. I don't know if it was a mistake or not. Maybe he was in a hurry. You know, some of them security guards, they be doing too much. They be taking their little security guard positions a little too serious, and they wouldn't let Killer Mike in or something. I don't know, but allegedly, apparently, the word on the curb is that he knocked down a security guard, and then the security guard wanted to press charges against him. Then all the security guards got together, and then they called the police and like, all right. But whatever the case, Killer Mike got his award. Honey, Killer Mike is almost 50 if he ain't 50 now. And what Killer Mike shows everybody is that you can still do what you want to do. Age is nothing but a number. If you have goals, dreams, and aspirations, continue to do it. Even Jay-Z said it when he was receiving his lifetime award. Jay-Z is what, 55? I don't know. But Jay-Z said, you know, just show up, keep showing up, and eventually they will have no option but to pay attention to you. That's why I be showing up, child. I ain't won not one award, been blogging for 20 years. But guess what? I'm still great. Okay. Just like Nicki Minaj, still great. Okay. Even though, you know, I'm not a barb or nothing. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. I gotta blow my nose. I'm not jacking that either. I not be blowing my nose on camera. That's nasty. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Yes, 50 years of hip hop. Okay. Shout out to Killer Mike. Now, you know, I'm gonna get started with the Kandi in a minute. I just gotta salute my good friends. Now, Killer Mike, his speech, however, wasn't shown during the show, and you know, because of a lot of the awards that they were given, you know, they gave a lot of black people awards this night. Okay, but because a lot of the awards were given like before the award show, you know, for the interest of time. Hold on. I want to put my Killer Mike stuff up here. I'm so random. In the interest of time, you know, I'm gonna look at, you know, Killer Mike's speech. I just want to see y'all, you know, because people is hating on my friend. I don't like the people is hating on him like that. Hold on, we about to look at it real quick as y'all come in here. It's 1,100 of y'all in here. Like this video, please, and thank you. Hold on, I'm about to share this screen. We about to see what Killer Mike has said. Dreams have turned into a reality. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on, what did it say? Hold on. Can y'all hear that? Wait a minute.
That 9-year-old is excitedly dancing inside of me right now. I want to thank Loma Vista, Adam, Tom, Todd, Ryan, all of you guys. I want to thank my management company. My manager, Will, is active. but thank my A&R cuz Lightyear. I want to thank everyone who dares to believe that art can change the world. So thank Dre, thank Future, thank.
Wait a minute, I need to do this. Hold on. I need to make it big because I can't see.
I had a dream to become a part of music, and that 9-year-old is excitedly dancing inside of me right now. I want to thank Loma Vista, Adam, Tom, Todd, Ryan, all of you guys. I want to thank my management company. My manager, Will, is active, but thank my A&R cuz Lightyear. I want to thank everyone who dares to believe that art can change the world. So thank Dre, thank Future, thank Aaron, thank all the producers on here, but everyone in this room, it is our responsibility to keep using our imagination to shape and form the world. Thank you, and I hope it's not the last time I see you tonight.
See what they did to my friend as soon as he got off stage. As soon as he got off there, he said, I hope it's not the last time we see you tonight. And then it was the last time we saw him. I don't understand why they had to do my friend like that. But that's okay. He won awards. He took him home, and he's been celebrating ever since. He deserved those accolades. Okay, shout out to Killer Mike. Killer Kill from the Ville. Okay, y'all can't say nothing bad about Killer Mike around here. Okay, shout out to Killer Mike. Anyway, y'all like this video. As y'all come in here, please and thank you. I had to put my little Killer Mike in here to me. It took me a minute to find it. I was just typing. Oh, I was skinny back then. Look at Killer Mike and me back in the thing. This when he had a listening session somewhere. I don't even know. It's so many pictures of me and Killer Mike all online. Me, Killer Mike, Shay, his wife is my gambling partner. We be, doing the penny slots in Vegas and stuff. I love the renders. Okay. Anyway, you said he was released on his own merit. It's not a serious charge. We covered it today. Okay, well, that's good. He was released. We know he was released. He was at all the parties. Okay. Then he made it home in time to make it to his son's surgical procedure. So shout out to Killer Mike, honey, for showing up for his family, for being there, for never giving up on his dreams, for winning all the Grammys. Okay. And we love to see it. Now, moving on. What did y'all think about Jay-Z's speech? What did y'all think about Jay-Z's speech actually putting the Grammys on blast? Okay, Jay-Z is a billionaire. He don't care what y'all think of him. You can't cancel him because, it doesn't really matter. But Jay-Z pretty much told the Academy that, their metrics are screwed up. They don't know what they're doing. Like, how can Beyonce win over 30 something Grammys and never win Album of the Year? Now here it is. Jay-Z comes and he gets the Lifetime Achievement Award, which is great. Okay, Beyonce deserves one too pretty soon. But Jay-Z said he don't rap no more, so he'll take it and he'll drink out of it and use it as his sippy cup and his daughter's sippy cup. Here go Jay-Z drinking out his Grammy, y'all. Jay-Z said, "I love to see it, but I'm just here because my friend Dre did this for me." Look at Jay-Z drinking out of his Grammy, honey. He said, "Okay, y'all see me." Anyway, hold on, we're gonna listen to this speech really quickly. Shout out to the squad. Y'all go ahead and like this video as y'all come in here, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Jay-Z said that he appreciates all of y'all. He appreciates this award, but how is it that his wife can't win nothing? And we kind of agree with him. Do y'all not agree with him? I don't know. Where'd the video go? I lost it just that quick. Hold on, talk amongst yourselves. I done closed the window too quick. Close the window. Okay, there's the candy stuff. Okay, we're gonna get the candy in a second. Hold on. I was tired of seeing and then that. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh, here it is right here. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go.
Even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year.
How does that work? How does that work? Your metrics is off. We don't understand what is going on. And people are mad at Jay-Z. Said Jay-Z is stealing everybody's moment because right after that, all these different people was winning because he said some of y'all didn't even deserve to be in some of these categories. Some of y'all was gonna be robbed. Some of y'all was robbing people. We don't understand. But you know, it is what it is. And then yet again, Taylor Smith won. Okay. Yes, exactly. We was researching. Let me see. You said Lil Blue was looking like her daddy. No, she was. She was looking like daddy. Hurry up and hush. And Beyonce was looking a little uncomfortable in the audience, but you know, Beyonce seems to be a bit humble. She don't like, people to like, put her on blast like that. Even though remember Kanye did it, Beyonce was like, oh no, please don't do that. And so it's like she been trying to make up for that with Taylor Swift since then. But here's Beyonce and Jay-Z, honey, at the awards looking good. And people like Beyonce just got up and said, I'm coming to the awards with my husband. That's all I'm gonna do is come here with my husband. I don't want to be, y'all don't need to pay no attention to me. Don't take no pictures of me. Don't be trying to shake my hand. Don't do nothing. I'm just here to see my husband win this award. Okay. Moving on. You said you was uncomfortable. Okay. They tried to ruin Killer Mike. Okay, they did, but they didn't do it. He is still shining. So salute to Killer Mike and Shay Bigger for for that night. Beyonce looked a little uneasy. There's that. I'm moving on now. What do y'all think about Nicki Minaj not winning a Grammy ever? Do y'all feel a ways about that? Because I don't. Because I feel like Nicki and her energy, I don't know. It's just giving. I don't know. I don't know. But then I look at it and I think, well, there's so many talented people that haven't won awards. There's so many people that do what they do because they love to do it and haven't gotten the accolades of their peers. There's so many people. So I mean, I can't be mad at it. But I mean, if that's something that she wants or aspires to, then I mean, there's always next year or the year after that or the year after that. There's so many people who don't win Oscars. There's so many people who don't win Tonys. There's so many people who don't win, who are talented and who deserve to win as well. So I mean, you can't bank your talent on the basis of 12 people who sit around and vote for you. I'm just saying. So, but on another note, congratulations to Killer Mike. You said 70 awards and they screwed up her category. I don't think they screwed it up. They knew who won. It was the social media people who screwed it up, not them. But I'm digressing. Let's move on. You said they don't care about her. You don't care about Nicki Minaj. Okay, all right, okay. These awards are based on committees, not based on the public. Exactly. It's not a popularity contest. I'm just saying. As people were comparing Killer Mike's streams to Travis Scott streams, to everybody's streams. It's like, okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean that his album is any less great because y'all didn't stream it? Now that he done won an award, y'all need to go see it. Same thing with an Oscar Academy Awards and all that. When people win the awards, all of a sudden y'all go see some of these movies that y'all had never seen before. But there's two sides of the same coin. Hey y'all, you said it was rigged. Okay, Nicki deserves one. Oh, no. You said it's Grammy fraud. No. Balat said it's okay that Nicki hasn't won a Grammy, but every year they play with that woman's name and fan base for views. They do. I don't even pay attention to that. They be playing with her like that. They be trolling. Maybe because she be trolling. Biggie is not barking, child. Biggie is not barking. I assure you. Biggie is in his chair. Biggie ain't paying attention to nothing I say right now. Okay. Beyonce can't win everything. She's a great performer, but are her albums really that good? I think Lemonade should have won. I really do think Lemonade should have won. Now, Renaissance isn't my favorite, but there are some albums that deserve accolades from Beyonce. But again, that's my opinion based off of other people's opinions. So their metrics may be different. Like Jay-Z said, your metrics ain't adding up. The Grammys be playing in her face. Moving on, like this video, please, and thank you as y'all get in here. It's 1,600 of y'all in here. Y'all must have missed me. Y'all missed me. Because we're not even streaming on Facebook because Facebook broke right now, but we are streaming on Rumble. Rumble.com. What is my thing? Michelle A.T. Brown on Rumble. Just type it in the search bar, I come up. And we're streaming on YouTube. So we're streaming those two places right now until Facebook fix their shit. Okay. Moving on. Y'all know what we here for. Kandi Burruss being fired. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago that it seemed like there was some tension in the air. That Kandi kept going on all these platforms saying how she hadn't heard from Bravo. Bravo pretty much ghosted her. She don't know what's going on. They been waiting. They ain't heard nothing. Even though we done told y'all. I mean, I know Kandi watched the blogs. We told Kandi that it was an indefinite hiatus. Now all of a sudden Kandi was complaining. I haven't heard that. I ain't heard that, Kandi, because y'all on hiatus. Y'all ain't nothing was going on because the ratings was so low. They needed to do something about it. Well, now Kandi has went on a little press tour. Kandi went on a little press tour, honey. She was at the Grammys. She went from platform to platform to platform. If any of you have been on a red carpet before, you know that there are several different media outlets lined up to talk to everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody got a number on the carpet. You talk to one, then you go to another one, then you go to another. Sometimes they skip some, they don't like, whatever. So Kandi apparently she went to E! News because she was working on Entertainment Tonight or whatever. Then she went to Variety. Then she went to Jason Lee. Jason Lee was at the end though, because they put the blogs all the way at the end. They put the mainstream media in the beginning, but she talked to so many people. Hold on, we gonna listen. And then here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all about this after we listen a little bit, but I'm kind of getting, Kandi had this prepared speech because she went to every platform and said the same thing over and over again. But we're gonna listen, we're gonna pay attention, and then we're gonna get it to Andy Cohen. Y'all say she wasn't fired. I say she was. Hold on. I do it. Let me refresh.
Grammys, I know.
Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Y'all know the drill. Allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Thank you so much, Christine. We is researching around here. This is what we do. Shout out to Bingeworthy. Bingeworthy said, I feel like ET was first. Okay, Bingeworthy. That's why I was over there watching your channel. And I saw you put it first. So I put it first too, child. I'm just a little copycat today. Okay. But I thought it was Variety. But since you said it was E, we're going to go with E. Okay. Now let's see what Kandi said to Nichelle. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to look at a little bit of it.
Old for you. The night of this. It's like it is music's night.
Right. It's definitely music's night. And I love seeing all the different looks come on the carpet, seeing how everybody went all out.
Exactly. So what, for me, it's about the collaborations that we see on stage. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to seeing perform tonight?
Oh, girl, we don't care about that. Hold on,
Oh my gosh,
forward.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm thinking that.
What
I have been trying to figure that full of people, and she could just belt it out.
Yeah. The question on everybody's mind is what's happening in Atlanta, and are you going to be back? And do we know what?
I have been trying to figure that out for myself, to be honest with you. And I don't know. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking I might just say,
is it time?
She been trying to figure it out, child. What is she trying to figure out when Bravo then told her, child, we listen, this is what we got for you. So what is you figuring out, Kandi?
Going back and forth. And I think because they gave us such a long break, I had a lot of time to do other things. And I got some big announcements to make coming soon. So yeah, I was like, I mean, I love the girls. They're my friends. I'm still gonna see them and hang out with them. And Bravo is my family. I love them as well. But
okay, I'm gonna drill down. Are you making an announcement right now that you?
Here we go. Okay, so you said it's in all truthfulness, it's long overdue. You said I give Kandi her props. She's a hard worker and a go-getter, but Kandi was bad for Escape and for RHOA. What? She's always so busy. All right, what y'all saying? Bravo said you either film with Phaedra or there's the door. Okay, that's what I was getting to, honey. Bravo said, listen. Phaedra's in the house. Phaedra is making us money. Phaedra's on Traders, and the people's loving Phaedra. Phaedra's on Married to Medicine, and even though we love her on Married to Medicine, she would do much better on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi, what you gonna do? Kandi, or they offer Kandi a friend contract, and Kandi said, "Oh, that's so embarrassing. I can't do it."
Who are gonna take a break from Atlanta?
Now you done put the pressure on. But I guess yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody asked me recently, they were like, well, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, to be honest with you, I think because I've been doing it, I've 14 years. And so now I feel feel like it's I do it because I'm used to doing it, but with all the other things that I got going on, I just like I might just yeah.
I don't know if I
I'm sorry, I was muted. My dog was barking. But what I said was Kandi keeps saying that, this same story. And I'm gonna point it out to y'all when I played the other clips. But Kandi keeps regurgitating this same story about how her friend or a friend keeps asking her why does she keeps doing it. And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, since when do you like depend on your friends to tell you what you need to do at work? I'm just confused about that part. But it sounded like, this was a written script that she decided I'm going to go to the Grammys and this is what I'm going to tell all of the people.
could imagine the show without you. But
Well,
I understand.
I couldn't either at first, but I think when they decided, like they were like, okay, we're taking this break to, rearrange the cast and all this other kind of stuff. And then it's like, it gave me time. I never have time. I never.
Like look at Candy face. She said they said we taking a break to rearrange the cast. Did you not hear that? She knew there was a break. Now all of a sudden she's saying that the break was too long. Now how is it that you knew there was a break but the break was too long? I'm confused about this.
Never had time. Yeah, and I still was working. Don't get me wrong. I still had a lot of stuff going on, but it was like I had more time to pick up my kids. I had more time to be in the studio. So
Now she got more time, child. You been had this time, Kandi. You decide your schedule. What is you talking about? Y'all act like you filmed 12 months out the year. You did not film that long. And then when you did film, it was like 2-3 days out the week. Give me a break. Now you got all this time. Now you see what Todd was doing. Now you see how Todd was playing Mr. Mom and he was picking up the kids and stuff. Now she's feeling away. She don't know what she want to do.
I've been writing a lot, and I have more time to work on these other projects that y'all gonna see.
Okay, well, listen, you keep saying that, so you got to give me.
Exactly. Nichelle brought it up. You keep talking about this big project, child. What is this big project you talking about, child? Because we done seen you on your little parts on the shot. We done seen your little movie on the Peacock. We done seen the past. We done seen all your little movies with the brat, and they got the same storyline. The husband get a pass, and then there's threesomes. We done seen all your movies, Kandi. What is this big thing you talking about?
Something, because you keep saying I'm gonna have a big announcement. I gotta work on these other projects.
Well, I mean, I'm doing Broadway, and I already had,
we already knew about that, Kandi. What's big?
Yeah, the Wiz.
I'll be there March 13th in New York to see the show, and I'll be there February 13th in LA to see the show.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be here. So yeah, so I'm excited for that, and then I got some more things to announce in that lane as well, and I don't want to talk too much ahead of time, but yeah, it's
so maybe more Broadway.
So she keeps saying, I got a lot, I got a lot.
Maybe more of that, but I know you're working on that EGOT. You said it, you manifesting it, you ready to do it.
And I'm manifesting. Yeah. So yeah,
something in that realm.
For sure. Like, because I don't want to give away too much that I have to come. I mean, I'll just say I have some.
Well, why you say it? If you didn't want to give it away, why did you say it? I hate when people do that. I got a big announcement, child. Forget Bravo. Forget this peach stuff. Forget this $2 million a season. I got other things in the work. Kandi, please. What you got? You opening another OLG restaurant? Shout out to Jade 22219able. I appreciate you, friend.
Big things coming. So stay tuned. But I do love the franchise. But it's just, when everybody kind of keeps you like in limbo for so long, you start making other plans.
You're the longest running housewife to date at this point. Oh Lord Jesus. I love the housewife. I love you. So I'm getting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got the Kandi laugh.
Palpitations from this. I understand it though. I do get it. I do understand it. And like, if this is, Andy might say maybe it's a pause for you.
Yeah, that's what he called me.
Okay.
And because I've talked to him about it, and
he called her, honey, because he knew Andy was like, listen, you ain't signed this contract yet. We offered you $100,000 for the season to be a friend of the show. We told you, you just gonna be there. You're not gonna have a peach. You're not gonna have center peach. We don't need you like that no more. Now, what you gonna do? Either you gonna barbecue or mildew. We told you Phaedra might be coming back. What you gonna do? You haven't signed. And so Andy called her to see what was up.
He said, well, he's like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I said, well, honestly, I don't know how I feel about it either. But he was like, well, you do realize this is your family. Like, if you just want to just come back next year, that's fine. And I'm like, I mean, I love you guys and I appreciate, like, it's my family. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm always a part of them.
If you want to come back next year as a friend, it's
You
fine.
know, they're always a part of me.
You have given you. I'm gagging right now. I'm giving. I love you.
All right, she's gagging, blah, 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 blah. Now, I just want to compare, some of Kandi's other statements. Okay. She made that one on the Shell Turner, okay, on E. Then she made this one. Listen, here go another one. I haven't even watched this one yet. I just pulled up all of Kandi's things from the red carpet. She made this one. This one said pride. Hold on. Kandi spills tea on her phone call from Ed. Oh, I'm gonna play that one last. Hold on. I'm gonna play that one after the phone call. Hold on. Let me go to hold on. I'm gonna go to Variety. Hold on. We're gonna look at all of them. I just want y'all to see that there was a skit involved. And Kandi was regurgitating the same skit over and over and over and over again. Here it is right here. Where'd it go? No. Oh, it's on Instagram. Let me go to Instagram again. Shoot. Like this video as y'all get in here. Y'all know what we doing. We researching right now, as we always do about this time. So here's Kandi on Variety, and here is what she had to say. Now, I want y'all to take notes of the similarities in this story that she's telling over and over again.
Tell me, what's the latest? How do you keep up? How do we keep up?
I'm not really keeping up right now. I'm not.
Now, why is she not keeping up? That was kind of a weird segue. How do we keep up? I'm not really keeping up right now. What does that mean, Kandi?
Keeping up. I already said it, so I'll tell you. I decided I'm not coming back this year.
Why?
Well, it's been 14 seasons.
14?
Yeah, 14. And they allowed us to sit around for a little too long because it was making a decision. But during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things.
So, again, her boss kept her waiting. She said she couldn't wait no more. So she decided to do some other things. So she was like, nah, I'm not coming back. Nah, do we believe her? I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe her. Put a 3 in the chat if you do not. We're going to keep listening, though.
And I got some nice big projects coming soon. So I'm super excited about those things. But it's not just that. It's just like, after you really have time to think. And a friend of mine was like, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, well, I think because I've just been doing it so long. It just feels weird to think not to do it. Right. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a moment.
Okay, she going to take a break. She going to take a moment.
Okay, you just said take a break.
Well, no, I'm not coming back this year.
Ever.
Well, I would.
See, she had to reiterate. He said, okay, you say take a break. She could have just said, yeah, I'm going to break for a couple of years or whatever. Same as she said at first. Now it's like, no, I'm not coming back.
I don't want to say never because we're still going to do things together.
Housewives. Tell me, what's the latest? How do you...
There's that clip. Okay, there's that clip. Hold on. We got more. We got one more to look at. At least one more. I'm sure there's more. But I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go over here. Shout out to Bingeworthy in the chat. Y'all go support Bingeworthy, my friend. Here is what she said to this other blogger. I don't know what it is about people not wanting to be called bloggers and they be blogging. I don't get it. But anyway, hold on. Here's what she said to Jason Lee on the red carpets. Hold on. Let me put myself over here. I do it. Bam. Okay. Now.
Asked me to come back. But, obviously, when you talk about with negotiations, we didn't necessarily have on the same page. And so I just was.
Now she's talking about negotiations. We weren't on the same page with negotiations. First, it was I decided not to come back because it took them too long. I've been waiting. They ain't said nothing. It was hiatus. Now it was negotiations. Make up your mind, Kandi.
Was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my move, my
But
break.
you've been one of the few on the franchise that's given them so many other shows too.
Yeah. No, we're still gonna be working together. We got some other things coming.
Okay, so you just
I'm
won't
still
do
a part
that
of
show.
I'm still part of the Bravo family.
Okay.
I still love them. They love me. But
Of course, she's a part of the Bravo family. Y'all know that Kandi will never not be a part of the Bravo family. She sold too much of her soul to leave the Bravo family. Hold on.
I decided that it was time.
So basically, that means next season she's gonna get a bigger bag and she'll come back. All right. Let me.
No, it's not even that because you know they've always given me a big bag. You know,
Here we go. They've always given me a big bag, but this time was different. The negotiations were negotiation. They weren't talking about a big bag. This time they were trying to get me to do things I didn't want to do, work with people I didn't want to work with. So, Bravo was like, okay, negotiations over.
oh, it's not even that just that, but like literally, it was only like one thing that we didn't necessarily agree upon. You know.
Only one thing that they didn't agree upon. I wonder what that was. Was it money or was it Phaedra? Or was it a combination of both?
I mean, but at the same time, a friend of mine had asked me one day, they were like, okay, well, why do you keep doing it? And I was
There go that friend story. I told you, there go that friend story.
like, well, you know, when you're doing something for 14 years, you know, you kind of just do it. They did ask me to come back. But, you know, obviously, you know, when you talk about with negotiations, we didn't necessarily have on the same page. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to take my move, my
But
break.
you've been one of the.
So there you have it. I'm not gonna keep playing it over and over again. So here's what Andy had to say. Like clearly it was negotiations, right? Y'all saying she quit. Okay, y'all saying she quit, and y'all know how I feel about the negotiation section. You know, if you negotiating and one party refuses to negotiate, that means they don't want you no more. Either they gonna give you what you want or they not. So to me, that means see you later, sayonara, goodbye, bye, Ashy. But moving on. So here is what he said. Right, last week Kandi was mad that she had her for Bravo. Right. How were you mad last week? But a week later, it's like, oh, it's been too long. I'm moving on. I've been doing other things. In 7 days, you've been doing other things. Like, I don't understand. So maybe they came to her and they was like, listen, this is what we got. Either you're gonna accept it or you're not. And she was like, well, I'm not accepting it. And sayonara. It is what it is. Just like y'all said, Kandi's gonna be all right. Kandi got millions and billions of dollars. Let y'all tell it because y'all, know her bank account. Kandi has several things going on. Kandi said she got some big announcements to make. Meanwhile, Andy got on to his platform. Hold on, he was on Radio Andy earlier today, and he basically said this about Kandi. This is his reaction to Kandi leaving. Now, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowances made, y'all know, for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comedy, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. We are researching, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do around here. We put all the clues together and then we decide what's what. Now, here's what Andy said
last night on the Grammy red carpet that she's not going to be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta after an unbelievable run. Unbelievable.
How many seasons was Kandi on that
it
show?
was 14, babe.
Holy crap.
Yes. Incredible.
Now listen to how condescending Andy is. Oh wow, she's not coming back. Oh.
Incredible run. And you think about how much she not only went through on the show, but brought to the show. When she came on, she was with AJ. But between film.
Now he finna go through her whole history, child. We're going through AJ, we're going through Mama Joyce, we're going through Don Juan, we're going through the Bolo. Like basically Andy is telling you, all the things that she brought to the franchise. And she did, but there's people who brought more, but let's listen.
Filming our first season and shooting the reunion was killed. Wow. She lost him. Mama Joyce was disapproving of AJ in her first season. This was season 2 of Atlanta. It was It was Kandi's first season.
He didn't forgot the lady name. We only 55 seconds into the damn thing, and he done called her Sandy. What? How you forgot? All black people did not look like Sandy, Candy, Mandy, Randy.
Sandy. It was Candy's first season. She also, in those early seasons, did the music and wrote Tardy for the Party, which has become.
It sounds like Candy gave him a list of things to say. She wrote Tardy for the Party, to which Kim Zolciak stole it and didn't give her money for it. And so we bought Tardy for the Party from Kim. And, we paid Candy to shut up. And we gave Kim her own show called Tardy for the Party. I don't know how Kim always gets in it, but some kind of way she does. Let's continue.
Canon. I mean, it's just iconic to the moment. She fell in love with Todd. He was working for Truly Original.
That's right. Yeah.
So basically, we know Andy. We was there. We watched it. Candy met Todd on the set in Africa, and Phaedra actually introduced them. But he didn't say that, though, did he?
When they were on their trip in Africa, she brought us Mama Joyce. She brought us Bolo. She brought us the dungeon, bedroom Candy, Don Juan, the old.
Not she brought us Don Juan. What she bring you? What was Don Juan doing for you, Andy? Why is his eye looking like that? But what was Don Juan doing for you, Andy, behind the scenes? We want to know.
Lady Gang. I mean, it goes on and on. She was always very true to herself. She always she wanted to be the best. What she has
she wanted to be the best, but was she the best? Ooh, you will always be number 2. Ooh, you will always be number 2. Isn't that what Nene said? Oh, she wanted to be the best, but was she the best?
She wanted to be the best. What she has been one of my favorite people to work with in my whole time, first as an exec at Bravo and then as an EP of the Housewives, and just, hosting Watch What Happens Live. I love how competitive she is.
Yeah.
I love.
Ooh. Is he confirming what Nene said, that Candy was back in the back, running to the executives, telling the executive things? And Porsha said it too, that Candy was, back in the back, going behind their back when they all wanted to go to Bravo together as a collective. Candy was going by herself and getting things done. Candy was the backstabber to the group. Is he confirming what we've been saying all these years?
Love how thoughtful and smart she is. She is so strategic. She would call me anytime she had a thought about either the way the show was being marketed or not marketed.
What other housewives was doing this? Like, I'm just trying to figure this out. Candy was calling the boss, as they keep calling him, the boss. Candy was calling Andy, asking Andy, about the show and how to market it. And maybe she wanted to be marketed a certain way. Maybe Candy wanted the peach. Maybe Candy wanted to be the superstar. Why am I not? Why aren't y'all featuring more of my storylines?
Or about the way that it was being scheduled, or she had a lot of really smart opinions and thoughts, and she always wanted to know more. What's your strategy here? What are you thinking?
Oh, not what's your strategy, honey? Not Candy. Andy's about strategy of the show. Wow, can you imagine if each and every one of the cast members had this much information? Like, how much power is he saying that Candy had if Candy is on the phone asking him about strategy? Interesting.
It was always a great dialogue. And then sometimes at the end of the conversation, she would say, you know what? I'm glad I called. I totally get it now. Sometimes she would say, y'all are wrong. And a lot of times, by the way, she was right. So, there's that. she always brought her authentic self to whatever she was.
You said boot licking. What y'all think? Do y'all think this is kind of weird? Like, I get it. Like, he's giving her flowers, but there's a lot of tea that Andy is spilling in this 8-minute segment that basically is saying that Kandi was telling them everything they needed to know behind the scenes. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't know. If y'all got one person at work who got the boss's ear, they might as well be the boss. I'm just saying.
Was doing. And I'm excited also because she came into the show with her own obviously her own name and her career. I mean, she's got a huge thing.
Yeah, Kandi is a talented star. She's not, if
Blah 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 blah. You said KKK Kim. Because of KKK Kim, the show is going down. And to her, Black women say she should return is crazy. Y'all remember when KKK Kim told Andy that they would never find another white woman dumb enough to work around these Black women? Okay. She ain't dead. She just got fired. Andy is so dramatic. That's what it's seeming to me. Like, it's giving overkill, because if she left of her own volition, why would he sit there and say all of this and try to smooth it over and just make her feel better about the situation as a whole? Like, you've been here 14 years. At least we owe you a proper send-off. We clearly didn't give Nene one. Let's make up for it by giving Kandi one. That's how
to
I
anyone
see it.
else. She's not just a rich wife of someone.
No, she's
or
a
rich person. She's
Grammy-winning songwriter
talented
and performer.
artist.
Yeah.
Yes. It's incredible
Yeah.
what the cachet that she brought.
And one of the reasons I love having her on the radio when she comes through town or anything, I mean, she wrote Bills, Bills, Bills. No.
They literally read it off her obituary. So Kandi wrote Bills, Bills, Bills. She wrote this. Kandi did this. Kandi. Okay, Andy, let's continue.
Scrubs. On and the list goes on and on. She worked with Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. She's in Mariah Carey's autobiography. I mean, she's got a long history as a songwriter and performer. And now, as a producer of Broadway shows, an actress.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence, as Nene would say, that Andy is confirming that Kandi has been in his ear the entire time, that Andy is confirming that Kandi was strategic, that Kandi was asking him about his strategy for the show, that Kandi was asking about the marketing of the show? Is it a coincidence? Let me know.
So
Candy Coated Nights, who could forget that?
Exactly. Anyway, I know.
And now him giggling at Kandi Coated Nights. Now him giggling, it was like Kandi Coated Nights was on one and done, honey. They didn't listen. They just gave that to Kandi just because nobody watched it. And Andy giggled like, yeah, you're right.
Coated Nights, who could forget that?
Exactly. Anyway, I know that she's going to continue being a success in everything she does. We had a long talk the other day.
Here it comes. Andy is confirming this phone call the other day when they were stopping negotiations. Andy decided that he would call Kandi, because clearly just a week or so ago, Kandi was saying she hadn't heard from nobody, and she was upset because Bravo hadn't called her, had notified her. She hadn't heard from nobody. Now all of a sudden she get a call when negotiations is over.
She and I and Todd on the phone.
Not her and Todd. Not Kandi and Todd.
Appreciate her saying, you know what, I think this is just time. And she knows the show is at a crossroads right now. And I don't even want to talk about where we're going with it. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk a little bit more about.
She knows that the show is at a crossroads right now. She knows that they need to free up. The show is top heavy. I've always said that to y'all, that when they start to boot people, they start booting people from the top down. Y'all remember I told you it was gonna be probably Kandi and Kenya at some point, because Nene was gone. It freed up a bunch of money. Now it's Kandi is freeing up a bunch of money. Now who is gonna return? Who's gonna take that Kandi cash? Okay, yeah, straight from the A. Thank you, Benchworthy. You said Kandi is her business partner. Okay, Todd is her manager, her husbandager. Anyway, but he did, he didn't say it was her idea. He did not say it was her idea. I'm just letting y'all hear it for y'allself.
Want to talk about where we're going with it? Maybe tomorrow I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I don't think this is about where we're going. I think it's just about celebrating her right now. And I've said this before, I think on the radio and anywhere else. She, during the summer of 2020, which was a reckoning for all of us.
Ding, 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 ding. The summer of 2020. Y'all remember what happened in the summer of 2020? Y'all remember when we had those text messages when Kandi was on her live saying that I was over in my Pantheon reading the text messages from everybody when Porsha and Nene and Marlo and Tanya and all of them were talking about going to Bravo with an ask because NBC Universal had pledged to all of this money towards diversifying the network because of to create an inclusive network. Y'all don't remember all that? And Kandi went behind everybody's back and wrote a letter to who?
On many levels, she wrote such a thoughtful letter to all of us at Bravo. And
ding, ding, ding. I ain't got no sound effects. Andy is confirming our tea. Kandi wrote this letter to all of them behind everybody's back. And even Porsha was upset. And Porsha was like, damn, we might as well just go by ourselves. We can't go together because Kandi had already went behind our backs. Ooh.
She wrote such a thoughtful letter to all of us at Bravo and truly original with some really valid and true thoughts about the way that we could be conducting business differently.
Like, why would Kandi write a letter to Andy and the network and executives at Truly Entertainment around the time of Black Lives Matter 2020 summertime? Kandi, why didn't you commit to doing this with your fellow Black castmates? Is this why Nene was calling her Kandi Cruz and Kandi Coon? Oh, child, this is deep.
That might be just more inclusive, more positive, more meaningful. And it led to a great conversation between she and the network. And I believe the network then, took it seriously enough that they basically made them all action items and said, well,
so basically Kandi went to the network during the time when everybody was talking about racism and systemic racism in corporations, and Kandi went behind everybody's back and wrote a letter telling these Caucasian executives what they needed to do to appease the Black people. Y'all talk about Uncle Tom. See, I wasn't even gonna do this. I wasn't even listening to it this hard at first, and he left out the part when he made her jackhole of the day, okay, because she went on Big Brother. Ooh, CW, I almost forgot about that. Ooh, Andy spilling all the tea. Was he high? I don't know. Had he had a couple of beverages? This is interesting because Andy is telling it all.
Great conversation between she and the network, and I believe the network then took it seriously enough that they basically made them all action items and said, well, we need to do all of this now. And that's a partner. That's someone who's like, we are in this together. We have a long history. You guys, this is what I'm seeing.
So Kandi was the partner to the executives while everybody else was trying to figure out, what they was going to do and how they was going to make a difference and how they were going to make improvements with diversity. And instead of partnering with the other Black people in the organizations, Kandi partnered with Andy.
That's going on. This is how it could be better. And so if I didn't respect her and love her before that,
wow,
man, did I after that. I thought, wow, this is very cool. This is,
and you wow, you right. Kandi said there was no racism. She didn't see it. She did not see it. Oh my God. And Andy said it was just so cool for Kandi to do that, honey.
Did I after that? Dance. I thought, wow, this is very cool. This is very impactful. She impacted not only the show, but she impacted the way that we do business behind the scenes. And that is powerful.
Kandi told them what they needed to do. Wow.
So
and she still got the boot.
I just I think both of us were kind of crying a little bit at the end of the call. The other
She's
day,
a crier, and so are you.
I know, I am too. I
Wow.
kind of worked myself up into a lather as we were talking, and you know,
I am like stunned because I don't listen. The first time I listened to this, I wasn't listening as intently as I am now. But I'm like, Andy literally spilled the tea. We're gonna have to go dig into the archives in a minute. Y'all like this video, y'all get in here. I didn't mean to take this long, but come on, like this video.
I know, but man,
Got a
and I
few
told
more
her, look,
minutes.
and we're gonna. I know that Bravo will be in business with her for a long time. They've got other things in development. She's, so she is a talent that they're not going to want to let go. Might I mention that the movie that Todd directed, it did really well on Peacock. They wound up buying the movie. You can see that.
Now he promoting Todd's movie. Oh, y'all, this is some tea. This is some tea. Because I feel like Todd and Kandi were both pissed off because they're like, I did all this for y'all. This is how you do me. That Andy is tapped. Oh, child, this is a mess.
On Peacock. And so there you go. She is one of the greats. She is one of the greats. And I want everybody to know it. So
You said she ain't never coming back. This seems like a farewell, so long goodbye to me. Like this don't seem like I'll see you next time or next year. Like he told Porsha, this is just a break, Porsha. He not saying that. Like he mentioned it in this, but you done spent 8 minutes basically running down her whole background, saying she been here 14 years and pretty much she ain't coming back. Let's cue the violin.
Thank you, Kandi, for your service. I did tell her. I was like, Kandi.
Not thank you, Kandi, for your service. I'm gonna keep that soundbite.
One of the greats. She is one of the greats. And I want everybody to know it. So thank you, Kandi, for your service. I did tell her. I was like, Kandi, you could drop back in a year or two.
Right. Right. Come back.
It's like,
and why he had to whisper that, Kandi, you can drop back in. You can drop back in a year or two. No, with Porsha, he was very clear. This is just a break, Porsha. This is just a break. And he said, you can drop back in a year or 2 or 3. We see how this goes.
It's like, absolutely. So there you go. Absolutely. I didn't know when she was going to share her news, so I was surprised last night. I was like, oh my God, it's out. So
that's a good place to do it, the Grammy red carpet.
It's feeling like to me she just found out and she decided to share it at the Grammys because clearly she didn't know last week, because last week she was on her Amazon Live saying she hadn't heard from anyone. Okay, maybe she heard from someone after that and they said, this is what we'll give you. Are you going to accept? And she was like, no, I'm not accepting it. And then she probably made a phone call to Andy or vice versa. And, the rest is history. So, yeah, I do believe she was fired. Again, I'm right again. Kandi was the snake. Okay. And listen, if that's what she wanted to be, if Kandi felt like that was her way to advance in the network, it worked for her for, the 4 years that it did and until it didn't. And, salute to her for doing what she felt like she needed to do.
She's worldwide. By the way, Todd Tucker's movie is called
This last little bit right here is so shady. The thank you for your service. The yes, she's worldwide. The all of it. Maybe you could drop in again. All of that was just shade. I'm sorry. It was.
That's a good place to do it, the Grammy red carpet.
Yeah, it is. She's worldwide. By the way, Todd Tucker's movie is called The Pass, and it's up on Peacock now. So more to come about the Real Housewives of Atlanta later, but I just wanted to say all I had to say. And I just put up a post on Instagram and I didn't have time to say everything I wanted to say because I was like, I got to get ready for the radio show. So there you go.
So there you have it. Andy put up the post on Instagram and he said what he had to, he didn't have say enough, I guess, on his Instagram post. Let's go see what his Instagram post said. What's his name? Bravo Andy. like this video as y'all come in here, please, and thank you. Y'all know we researching. He used that same picture. That same picture. They only had one picture together. And here is what he said. What can I say about Kandi? One of the greats, a superstar. What a run. Hashtag worldwide. Hashtag RHOA. Okay. There you have it. There you have it. Kandi and the gang. I'm sorry. It's just the hypocrisy for me. Yes, they used her till they couldn't use her no more. And now, they got Phaedra back, and Phaedra gonna do what she do behind the scenes, and it is what it is. Oh, let me show one last clip. I haven't watched this one either. This was Kandi spilling tea on her phone call with Andy. Now we heard Andy's side of the story about the phone call, and here is Kandi's side of the story about the phone call. And again, this was on the Grammys red carpet as well. This is before Andy said it. Hold on, let's see.
We are waiting for a cast announcement on the next season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi,
Yes,
what's going
Pride
on?
today.
Well, I can't announce anything to you about anybody else, but I know I made a decision for myself. I'm not.
I can't. There we have it. She made a decision. We already knew that. So I don't know if this was the middle or the end. It looked like the end of the red carpet.
Coming back this year.
You're not coming back to The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No.
Can you tell us as to why you're not coming back?
Well, I mean, they did ask me to come back, and I just felt like they gave us too much time to think. And during that time, I started working on some other projects, and I got some big announcements and big things coming soon. And I just was like, yeah, I like what I'm doing right now.
Could she not have made up a different story, or at least told it a different way for everybody? It's the same thing. Like, it's giving actor.
You are so booked and busy, to say the least. I have to imagine that must have been a tough conversation with Truly and Andy. They don't want to see Kandi go.
It was. Andy called me, and he was like, what the F? He was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I was like, well, I don't know how I feel about it either, but I was like, it's time. You know what I mean? It's just time. A friend of mine asked me, like, why do you keep doing it? And I said,
There go that friend question again.
I've been doing it for 14 years, so it's almost like that weird thing of why wouldn't I do it? But they were like, what, you had all this going on and that going on? And I was like, yeah. And I guess during this break, I have more time to be with my kids, and I have more time to get in the studio, more time to do this. So when Andy, he was like, I'm sad about it. And I was sad too. He was like, but you can always come.
Why she was sad if she chose to walk away? I don't think it was her decision. Y'all know how these contract situations go. They didn't offer her enough, or they, offer her what she didn't feel like she was worth, and she said no, thank you, and that was it. Like you say, they asked her back. Yeah, but what were the terms that they asked her back on? So clearly, the negotiation wasn't negotiating, like y'all always say. What's the difference between quitting and got fired? Quitting, I think you can say either one only happens when you literally have a job. This is a contract dispute. So whether negotiations broke down or not, she's no longer going to be there. And it's because the person didn't want to give her what she wanted in the negotiations.
I'm back, right? We are always your Bravo family. And I was like, yeah. And then there are other things that I'm going to be doing with the Bravo family. So it's like, I'm okay. Yes. I'm good. Like, I'm good with my decision. At first, I didn't know if I was going to tell everybody just yet. But then I was like, well, why not?
Why not? Yeah. You keep it real. You let us know what's going on in Kandi's world.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, she can come back anytime as long as she accept lower pay and a friend contract. Like, sure, you can come back. You could have came back this year had you accepted lower pay and a friend contract. Why are y'all acting so obtuse? Y'all must be like 12 years old. You never negotiated a contract before. If the other person is not willing to budge in the negotiations, that means negotiations has closed. There is no more negotiations. The door is closed. It's not her choice. Okay.
Any of your fellow Real Housewives really bummed that you announced that you're not coming back?
I didn't tell them yet. So sorry, guys. I probably should have told you guys now. I did mention to Kenya. I was like, yeah, Kenya, I don't really know. And then she was like, oh, well, I'm sure they'll bring you back. And I was like, it's not about them bringing me back. It's, it's not that, because, it's like people always like make it seem like it's their decision. It's really my decision. And
Is it really your decision, Kandi? Is it?
And for her, when I was talking to her, I was like, when you start, doing your little negotiations and, you go back and forth on little things. And normally I probably would have been like, oh yeah, I'm not, tripping about that. And I'm not really tripping about anything, but it's just the simple fact that I had too much time to think. And when you start having too much time to think, then you're like, I'm making a lot of money doing all this and stuff over here without any stress and trauma.
What you're gonna do? At the end of the day, Kandi's phone stays ringing. Am I right?
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Well, Kandi, thank you for giving us that information. It is always so great chatting with you. I'll miss you at the next BravoCon, but I know I'll be seeing you at a bunch of other red carpet.
I'm muted. Am I muted? I'm sorry, y'all. I had to switch cameras. I'm back. Y'all keep calling me a hater. How am I hating on Kandi Burruss by going through all of the receipts? I'm showing you that the math ain't math and things aren't adding up. On one hand, she was saying that that they weren't calling her, that they were ghosting her, that she hadn't heard anything. Like, why wasn't she saying she quit then? She didn't say she quit then, but here we are now today. All of a sudden she quit. She quit because whatever they offer her was not enough and she didn't want to take it. Period. Hold on. Let me reboot my computer. Meanwhile, y'all Candy Coded Click who are in the comment section. If you want to gripe with me, if you got something to say, if you want to disagree with anything I said, feel free to click the link. And come on, I want to hear what you listen. You don't feel like she was fired? Let me know, because I feel like she was fired. And y'all can't tell me nothing different. Y'all can't tell me nothing different. Hold on, I gotta switch my thing out. One minute. All right, I see y'all in the back. Here I come. We gotta restart that. Put a 1 in the chat if you think she was fired. Put an 8 in the chat if you think she quit. I want to know what y'all think. And whoever keeps typing Carlos' name in the chat, I don't know why y'all keep doing that. But listen, you believe what Carlos say, you can believe what Carlos say. But this is the ATLN live channel over here. This is straight from the A.com. Google me, honey. My tea is legit and has been legit for a very, very long time. Oh, before I take these calls, I gotta tell y'all this. Maybe I'll save this for the next live. Maybe. Do y'all want to know who is rumored to be returning? Who Kandi's cuts from the cast, the salary arrangements, the salary cap, being freed up? Do y'all want to know who is going to benefit from that? Let me know, because I have some tea about the word on the street in Atlanta. You said you want me to tell it? You want me to spill it? Let me think. Should I spill it. I guess I'll spill it to you guys. Okay. Yes, Katie, you got it. I've been saying this for so long. I actually said it last season that Porsha was supposed to come back. And y'all do recall that I said that Porsha was on the reunion, that Drew FaceTime Porsha during the reunion, but that scene was cut. And then Drew ended up confirming my tea when she did a radio interview and said that she called Porsha from the reunion. Now, the gag is that Porsha will be back. Mark my words, write it down, put it in your Bible and look at it, whenever the season come back, and you'll be like, Michelle had told us. Michelle had told us. Now, you know how they always had teams, the talls and the smalls. I don't know, Andy hadn't said anything, when he was saying that they were going in a different direction and all that. I'm kind of thinking they're going to be like the youngsters versus the OGs. I don't know, but my source told me that these people are coming back. Hold on, I'm about to switch it to my studio. Hold on. I see y'all in the back. Let me get back online. Hold on. Let me add myself in here. Hold on. Am I in here? Okay. Take this out. All right, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yes. I'm gonna tell y'all in just a second. Hold on, just gonna make sure I got all my stuff set up. Audio. Yep. Okay, we good. Okay, listen. So Porsha is definitely coming back next season, okay? But in addition to Porsha, I know y'all gonna be mad about this because a lot of y'all were saying that Drew is gone, but yeah, I heard it was gonna be Porsha, Drew, Marlo. Okay, these are what I heard. Now I don't know who's. I think they're all gonna be peach holders: Porsha, Drew, Marlo, and then as a friend, not Shamia, as a friend, and y'all can go look her up online because I was looking side eye when they told me this, but I'm just gonna say it now in case it's true because the source I got it from is pretty legitimate. Ming Lee. Ming Lee is a beauty person on Instagram. If you look her up, her name is Ming Lee. She's been hanging out a lot with Kenya, with Porsha, she hangs out with Kandi a lot as well. She just be hanging out with a lot of people. She used to be Rick Ross' girlfriend back in the day, and he invested in her salon. Her salon is called Snob Life. I heard she was going to be a friend of the show. Now, hold on, let me pull her up for you so y'all can see who I'm talking about. Oh, she gonna love this clout. Hold on. Let me see. What is her name? Ming Lee. Not Ming Lee Simmons, child. Not her. Here it is, right here. She is right here. I think, but when I saw her name, when the person told me this, I thought of her as like a Latoya Ali. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she got 1 million followers on Instagram, but uh, yeah, yeah. And the people online, y'all, a lot of people know her or whatever. They say she's had plastic surgery to make her face more Asian. She's not Asian, she's black. Just so y'all know, she's black. She's not Asian. She has no Asian in her. I don't think Ming Lee is her real name. That's Russell Simmons' daughter name. But she is an Instagram baddie. She's known around Atlanta. I don't even know if she's originally from Atlanta. I just know she's been here for a while. I know I used to blog about her back in the day when she was dating Rick Ross, and she's been very popular online. She's sold hair, sold products, sold beauty products. She has a salon in Atlanta called Snob Life. And so if you look even at her a lot of her Instagram, I saw she had like a casting company in her I don't think it's in here now. She had a casting company that she was shouting out, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if that's who helped her get her casting situation going, because whoever the casting person was, their specialty was helping people with their interview reels and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now we see. Now we see. Here's one of her. Here's one of her reels. But apparently, you know, she's been hanging out with Kenya and Kandi and whoever else. I think she was in Candy's suite when they went to see Beyonce. She was hanging with Kenya and what is the young lady who is the football player's wife, AK Akila. She was hanging out with her. So, you know, it is what it is. There's her and Kandi right there for those of you who care. Yeah, so there's that. I heard she will be a friend of the show, and returning will be Porsha, Drew, and Marlo. I know y'all mad about Marlo. I know y'all mad about Drew because a lot of y'all don't like Marlo, but I believe that Marlo deserved a peach. You know, she got it now. They ain't gonna snatch it from her. Drew, you know, whatever's going on with her and Ralph, I guess they can, you know, benefit off of that. But her and Porsha are genuinely friends. So, you know, there's that. Now, on the other side, I don't know if Sheree will be back as a friend. There have been rumors that Kenya was returning. I don't know. Kenya did a V103 interview the other day and she seemed quite giddy. And she made a comment that decisions had been made. So it's giving me that, you know, she's returning and Kandi was not. So there's that. So far, you can write this down. Kenya, Sheree, friend. I don't know if Sheree will be a friend or not, but I think Sheree will be a friend. Porsha, Marlo, Drew, Ming Lee. Anyway, but there's that. Let me go ahead and take these calls. You said Kenya not looking well. Oh. Especially with this damn spa, honey, that's not open that she keep talking about. And it's like, girl, we don't care about that spa. You've been saying that spa was gonna open since the spring of 2023. We in the spring of 2024 now. Moving on, like this video as y'all get in here, like this video. I'm gonna take a few calls. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Kandi got the boots? Or did you think that she left of her own free will? And what do y'all think is gonna happen next season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Click that link. Let me know, and I would love to hear from you guys. Hold on, my good friend Mickey is in the building. Hey, Mickey.
Honey, come on and get this. Honey.
Yes, come on and get this. I wish I had it queued up, but I don't have it in here.
Michelle, how are you?
Good.
You look
What
so
you think about
beautiful.
Kandi stories, child? Thank you.
Child, when I saw it yesterday, you were like the first person that popped in my head. I'm like, I cannot wait for Michelle to get on live so we can talk about this. Let me lead with love because I don't really see it for Kandi. Let me lead with love. She had a great run. 14 years, 14 seasons. That's a long time. Her earlier seasons, she did contribute to the show. She had an interesting storyline. Her dynamic with the group was, you know, with Phaedra and Porsha, Nene, and everybody. It was entertaining. It was good. She Kris Jennered this whole situation, and I will give it to her, right? I will give it to her. However, if any of y'all think that she left on her own merit, y'all got another thing coming. Child, listen. You do not, just last week, she was said that they tripping and she was waiting on pins and needles if she was going to get her contract. You don't go on a Grammy red carpet and say, "Oh yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm taking a break. They waited too long." Kandi, you know this is gonna go viral. You know we've all been waiting on who's coming back, who's gonna be on the show, who's getting fired. Like, you go on a Grammy red carpet. Do we not remember when Nene left? She had a whole thing on YouTube that she made. She was shouting out all of the producers, all of the cast, Andy. It was like, I think she was even crying on her YouTube. It was a really sweet thing that she did on her YouTube. And she even did like a thing on Instagram. Like, it was a proper, like, we were all like, "Oh, Nene, like, we're going to miss you." Like, it was sweet. Yo ass goes on a Grammy red carpet and say, And you not coming back, and your friend is asking you why you not coming back, and it just registered in your mind.
Yeah, I'm with Kandi though, because I said the same thing about the lottery. When I used to work at the lottery, I was like, my money is so good. I'm doing so well. They had to drag me out of here for me to leave. This is easy money. And that's how she felt about the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, the lottery dragged my ass about it. and listen, and then them dragged her ass up out of there. She is not leaving of her own free will, but they are allowing her to create
Yeah, to
whatever
create
narrative
the
they want
narrative.
because of her
Yeah.
longevity there. You know what I mean? Like they owe her that, but
Yeah.
she wasn't, she didn't get what she wanted.
Yeah.
The negotiations would stop, and that's it.
I think
Bye.
that she got the Nene treatment where you know how they wanted to give her like was it 7 or 8 episodes
Mhm.
on her I think was it season 12 or 13 what was, what she wanted to re-up and they said, "Okay, girl, we'll give you like 7 or 8 episodes." And I think she even posted something that it was like all the OG of the Housewives and how they're on every single episode and they
Mhm.
don't miss any money, but yet they only wanted to give Nene 7 or 8 episodes. I think that that was what Kandi was about to get because if y'all remember last season, she was barely around.
Mhm.
She went to Portugal. She was there for 1 day. She spent the whole day with Kenya in the hospital. She said, "I got a show at Escape. I have to go. I'm out." She didn't show up to the girls trip that Kenya had that the whole time the girls trip was spent in the hotel lobby when Kenya said she was going to perform for some college or whatever in Birmingham.
Mhm.
She kept on leaving early. It was to the point where even Andy at the reunion was like, "Oh, hi Kandi. It's so nice to have you today. To
Right.
be in your
Right.
presence. You Miss Booked and Busy and Miss Worldwide." It's like that's code for like you front like you're too big for us and you have a million things going. So I think they're probably like, "Okay, girl, like we'll let you control the narrative. You can say whatever you want. We have respect for you. If you want to say it's a break, if you want to say you're walking away, it's your decision. We got you. You can say whatever you want." But I don't think it was her walking away. And I think all of this stems from Kandi and Kenya thinking that if they eliminated their competition, being Porsha and Nene, they could lead the show. And clearly they can't.
They could not.
They cannot. It is a tried and true. Y'all didn't do it. The show
Right.
has been in the toilet for the past 2 to 3 seasons. Kandi, this
Mhm.
is not a flex, you walking away from Atlanta Housewives. I don't even remember what happened last season. All I
Right.
remember was Drew and Courtney, cousin Courtney and Ralph. That's all I remember. You didn't want to bring your real story to the show. Even Marlo was like, "Girl, you just use this for a commercial." When they even want to bring up, her nephew and everything, she didn't want to talk about it. And even
Mhm.
Kenya, I think they did you a favor. Y'all filmed that season in 2022. We are in 2024 and there's still no spa. So they did you a
Mm.
favor, Kenya. But she want to cry on Carlos King interview like, "Stop it already. The show is
Yeah.
not working because y'all are not bringing it. The show was based on the lives of specific women and those women are not here no more." And people saying, "Oh, Phaedra finna come back." Honestly, I don't think Phaedra is gonna be back on Atlanta Housewives because that's kind of like confusing. If you're on Married to Medicine and then to come back on Atlanta Housewives, I
Well, I
don't know.
mean, they invite Dr. Jackie and them over there occasionally. We see her, with Kandi and the surrogates and all that stuff. So they've intertwined before. My
Okay.
thing is with Phaedra, I do think people will appeal to her more on Housewives.
Obviously.
However, I think that I don't know what her contract is with Married to Medicine. Is it for a year? Is it for 2 years? However, you know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
it's with a different production company. So whatever her
Oh,
contract
it's a
is,
different
yeah.
production.
So whatever her
Okay.
contract is with the production company, I don't, is she supposed to be over there for 2 years and then she gonna be over? We just have to see what happens.
But that would
But
really
I don't
be
like her on Married to Medicine.
yeah, see, I've never watched Married to Medicine, so I can't really judge, but a lot of people are saying that she not doing much, she's not showing her life. She's
To me,
just
it's
coming
like she's
on.
just there to be a moderator.
Okay.
Like she does on their when she on live with them, she's just there to moderate and go, "Mhm, yeah, oh, wow, like I wasn't there, but okay, I agree. It's just weird. And so I feel like she would be more intertwined with the people on Housewives than she was on Married to Medicine because she's not really genuinely friends with any of
Yeah.
them. But if she was to come next season, if Portia comes back or when Portia comes back,
Oh
and
my
it would
God,
be
that would
like
be
the return
so
of
epic.
freaking frack.
Freaking frack, that would be epic television.
Uh-huh.
And to be honest, if that really does happen, that is like the biggest FU to Kandi because that was what she was been saying for almost 10 years. If homegirl
Uh-huh.
comes, I'm out. So that's kind
Yep.
of like, okay, girl, but yeah, I don't know. I would love to see freaking Frack back together. I would like to even see how she would interact with Kenya, after all of these years because, you know,
Exactly, and they both pretty much in the same situation now. They both single moms. So
yeah,
would her and Kenya be friends now? It
it
would be
would be
interesting.
really interesting.
Uh-huh.
But Candy Girl, and she's a smart girl now. She's very strategic. She's very calculated. I think that she's not, leaving empty handed. I think she
Mhm.
probably will. Maybe has a deal with Peacock, and her and Todd will continue with the movies on Peacock, or maybe she might revive the show. What does Josh say? The Greasy Spoon. Well, geez, maybe
Yes. But you notice how Andy kept bringing up Todd, like they're a package deal now. Like Todd, Todd's movie is over there, and Todd this and Todd
Yeah,
that.
because
Like,
he benefits from that. See, that's the
yeah,
thing. There's no such thing as free promo. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And that's why I think part of the reason why they kept her for all these years because Candy every season was starting a new business venture. And
Mm.
every time she's on the show talking about the dildos and the restaurants and stuff like that, they make money off of her. And I think that's part of the reason why she's had longevity, especially when you birth a business on the show, they make money off of it. Nene has spoke out about it. I think even Tamar has spoke out about it, how y'all want us to pay y'all when we're the ones that make y'all's show poppin' and bring y'all people to the show, to y'all network. Like, how does that work? So I don't know. I think it was for a long time a mutually beneficial relationship, but clearly Candy has been checked out for a very long time. I think the Phaedra scandal benefited her more than it hurt her because she was able to get a lot out of the situation. She has leveraged it very well. I don't think this is a break. I really don't think so. Unless she
Hmm.
wants to, if Phaedra comes back and she
Well,
really wants
the
to
way
get
he
into
the
it.
way he said goodbye, it seemed like an actual goodbye, not a see you later.
Yeah. And there's
So
Porsha Williams and Kenya Moore. I wonder who put that out.
the neighborhood
Hmm.
talk, but they say it's an
As
exclusive.
an
They close sources,
exclusive.
but I heard Portia's coming back. Kenya, probably. I
See,
wouldn't
and
doubt
that's
it.
the thing, Kenya, you did all of that tap dancing for Massa Child. You said that this girl was getting arrested to rebrand her image during Black Lives Matter. And now you're like, oh no, we're frenemies. I want her back. And even Nene, she was amazing. But Nene, I mean,
Of course, they want her back. And,
it's
and
like,
again, Candy just freed up some money, so Portia's coming back, because now they got enough money to pay her.
yeah, but I think Portia, it's about time. I think Portia, it's been about 2, 3 years. It's about time. And I want to see wealth. I want to see lifestyle. I want to see luxuriousness. These girls, they had a whole girls' trip in the hotel lobby, Michelle. Like, let's
Mhm.
stop it already. It's a bad look. I want to see
Right.
something more. But I don't know. I mean, do you think that the show could be revived for Sweet 16? Or do you think it's
I
like
think
it's
it
in the
could be.
toilet?
I mean, anything is possible. Like when you think about it, their ratings are still better than Married to Medicine. Their ratings are still
Yeah.
better than Real Housewives of Potomac. Even at their worst, they get more
Yeah.
viewers than they get. So it's just that they're not getting as many views as they used to get in their heyday.
No, I
So
mean like
yes,
the
it's still a
content.
moneymaker for Bravo, and they still have a huge fan base. So I don't see them going anywhere or being canceled, but I do see the show being revamped in some way. Like there may be some different focuses on, what's more important. Like, maybe we will see, more opulence, more parties, more
Yeah.
celebrations, back to what it used to be, which was a
Yeah.
successful format, as opposed to all this just arguing and whatever else they
Yeah.
was doing. Because the past few seasons have been just
Yeah.
dirt.
No, I mean not like viewers, but like just the show's content and the entertainment factor. I think if you bring on Porsha, if you bring on a Phaedra, Kenya, Kenya, the thing is that when she wants to play ball, she'll play ball, but not with none of that fake Mark Daly divorce. Like, girl, stop it.
Mhm.
And the fake spa and all of that, no. Ming Lee, I know she's like a IG girl. I don't know how that's gonna work
I
out,
mean, but
but
she got a little cheddar. Looks like, from appearances sake, she's doing well in her industry, and her social media looks amazing, and she has on all the things and all the purses and all the shoes and all the cars.
yeah.
So she fits the motive, the mold. But we'll just have to see. Personally, I don't think she enunciates her words
Yeah,
enough
I think she
for
has a
me.
speech impediment, right?
Is that what it is? I just thought she
I think she
mumbles.
had a
She talks like
podcast.
this, but Candy used to talk like that too. So
She
things can be
she
changed.
she used to
Classes
have
can be
a
taken.
she used to have a podcast, I think with Karen Civil a while
I
ago.
remember that. She did. I
And her
remember
speech was I don't know if it's the lip
she slurs
fillers.
her words. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
a speech. It's just the way she speaks. And she does,
Yeah.
she speaks on her Instagram. She does live videos and stuff. That's just the way she speaks. So
Yeah. But I wish them all the best. The Sweet 16. Let's get it popping. But Candy, thank you for your services. It's about damn time, child, because baby, you were
exactly.
getting away with murder for so many years, so many seasons. You was not bringing anything to the table. You would come on and just eat your fried chicken and leave and talk about the dildos and Don Juan, and it just was a mess. I think finally they woke up and they were like, okay, girl, like we gotta free up this salary because clearly mama not doing nothing. She not
You're
doing
right.
nothing. And it was just, I think she did it. I think she had her run. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more of her on the network. But hey, and plus, Andy Cohen just confirmed everything we've been saying about her. How she was, the secret phone calls, and her advising them, and
Well, all right, Mickey. I
yeah.
appreciate your input, friend. Always a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Michelle. Have a good
Okay.
night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, Ranu.
Hey Michelle, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I cannot complain. But word on the curb is that they're trying to move Phaedra from Married with Medicine back over to Housewives because Phaedra didn't test well with the Married to the Medicine audience. This is what they're
I can believe
saying.
it.
Um, but her popularity is big and she's doing excellent on Traders, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hearing that they're saying that she will fit better back on Housewives, and allegedly they said that Andy gave Kandi a heads up, and Kandi really did what she said. It was
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
So this is what they're saying on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Because Candace
But
said there was only one thing in negotiations we didn't agree about. And I'm like, what could that one thing be?
yeah,
Phaedra? Money? Well, what could it be?
and I know you're not gonna agree with me when I say this though, but Kandi, Cynthia, Sheree, all of them are doing it right versus your friend Nene. You know what I'm saying? I think Nene would still have other opportunities if she wouldn't have made the big stink that she did. And she did it right at first when she came out with her statement, but then she did what your boy Funky Dineva did and thought about it, then came back and went the opposite way. And you can't go off in somebody's house and then expect them to welcome you back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it. And then I also said this too, that Candy's leaving before they kicked her out. I felt like Nene should have left a year prior to, because Nene had outgrew the Housewives. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if she would have left, she would be at a different place than where she's at now. That's just my opinion.
Nene like, and why am I in this?
because that's the house that Nene built. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, you're right. You're right. But I feel like, it's just subjective as far as who did what right or wrong or whatever. Like I feel like Sheree will come back for any amount of money. It's like at the end of the day, like they kicked Sheree out 4 times and she came back. You know what I mean? So you say who does it right, who does it wrong. I mean, Nene was speaking her truth. So
Yeah, but you can't call your boss all these different names and then sue the corporation and think they're gonna welcome you back.
well, they still in arbitration, so we shall see.
But on the other note, if Andy could get out his feelings, if they did bring Nene back, it would take it back to where it was. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got Porsha coming back, if they got Phaedra coming back, it would top the cake off. You know what I'm saying? If Nene came back, but Andy's
But
in his
everything
feelings.
we've been looking at, everything Nene has been saying has been true.
I'm not saying that she wasn't speaking the truth, but I'm still saying that there's just a way
Oh,
you
she just
leave
should have
this.
shut up and took it.
No. I would have, if it was, and I've been in situations where I didn't agree with my certain jobs, you know what I'm saying? But I still left a certain way and I could still come back to them jobs, but I'm just saying, when you leave a certain way, you can't expect them to come back. And then she's fighting against an entity, you know what I'm saying? And all of them people work together, so when
you're right about that.
Yeah, when you get kicked off for one thing, then you're gonna gain that reputation, just like Monique. You know
You
what I'm
gotta think
saying?
about
Whether
it.
you right or wrong.
She didn't have nothing to lose. If they was already doing the things she said they was doing, blocking bags, doing all that, what did she have to lose by speaking her truth? The same thing with Monique. Y'all always bring her up as references, but then didn't eventually she went back to Netflix and they allowed her to work. They
Yeah, but
allowed, her to
Nene
do her
did have
company
a
stuff.
a
So it may
lot to
not have been
lose.
great, but
She
she
did,
did it.
but Nene did have Nene's lost a lot, and now she's a lot more humble. Years later, when she talk about it versus when she left, now she's even saying, I've heard her say, "Well, if they offer me to come back, I'll come back." Before, I'm not coming back. Da 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 da. But she thought she had things lined up, but the door got closed on her. Michelle, there's just a certain way you leave your situations. You know what I'm saying? And the smart ones know how to do it.
Well, it is what it is.
But I'm rooting for her,
Okay.
And since that's your friend, put this in her ear, right? Nene got the clout to where she really need to get back on her production company and start producing her own projects. You know what I'm saying? That's why Lucille Ball started the Desi Lou, because she wanted Desi on the I Love Lucy show, but the powers that be didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? And I really honestly feel that if Nene started her own production company, because she proves that everything she's on, she draws the ratings. You know what I'm saying? Start your own company, get the backing, and start producing your own projects.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Ranu. Thank you so
I
much for
appreciate
calling.
you as always. You have a good night.
All right, you too.
Yep.
Well, y'all, we have no more calls in the back, and my energy level just went bloop. Okay. But listen. We had a great live today. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about Killer Mike winning 3 Grammys and allegedly stealing it from Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, even though I don't think he did. We talked about Jay-Z and what he said about Beyonce to the Recording Academy, and basically saying that their metrics are off. We talked about Kandi and her press tour on the Grammys red carpet. She went from outlet to outlet to outlet to outlet with a speech prepared, telling them that she was not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and why. Okay, she's saying that it was her own free will, but then when we listen to what Angie said, we get the idea that maybe she wasn't the contract wasn't contracting. Okay, the negotiations wasn't negotiating. Like, apparently, when you are in a negotiation situation, the other party has to be willing to negotiate, and apparently Bravo wasn't willing to give Kandi what she wanted, so it was time to go. Okay, and we listened to Andy Cohen's long and lengthy what sounded like an obituary of Kandi, of his thoughts about Kandi leaving. And he managed to spill a lot of tea about what Kandi was doing behind the scenes in 2020. And in fact, Andy was very specific about Kandi writing a letter to him and the executives around the time of Black Lives Matter movement. You know what I had told y'all back in the day, and telling them, you know, some things that they needed to do. So yeah, Kandi was the snake that everybody was talking about. But you know, like they say, the truth don't need no help, and time reveals everything. But you know, it is what it is. You know, they used her up, and now they're done, and she's moving on to other things. She will be over on Peacock with Todd, creating Tubi movies and whatever else. But salute to Kandi and her many, many ventures. And she will be on the Wiz. And she also says she has a major announcement coming soon. We shall see what that is. We wish her nothing but the best. Meanwhile, it's been confirmed. I said it earlier, you know, it hadn't been confirmed to me, but my people had told me that Porsha, Drew, and Marlo were returning, and Ming Lee was going to be a friend of the show. Now, the Neighborhood Talk has also confirmed that Porsha is coming back, as well as Kenya Moore. Now, we shall see on everybody else. I haven't heard nothing. You know, I ain't heard nothing about Cynthia. I ain't heard nothing. I heard that Sheree might be a friend, but I don't know. And so all of those things are still up in the air. I'm sure there may be a cast announcement coming soon. But until that time comes, y'all bookmark this video and save it, okay? And come back and be like, oh, Michelle told us. Michelle had told us, okay? So there's that. I heard Sonya would not be back. That's what I heard. Sonya would not be back. That's what I heard. Ming Lee, who you got to rewind because we talked about it a little earlier. I'm not going to go back. Phaedra, Quad, Porsha, Marlo, Nene. Y'all name it Phaedra and Quad. I haven't heard about them yet, though. Or Nene, you know, we shall see. We shall see. It's hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. You don't like that cast lineup, you won't be watching. Well, we will be watching now because we like to see a train wreck. Anytime they change something, we will be going over there. The ratings will probably go up, you know, just to see how they are, at least on the first episode, but then it might go down if they don't like them. So if you like this video, please and thank you. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I am streaming simultaneously on YouTube and Rumble and occasionally Facebook when they allow it. Okay, so please like this video, subscribe. If you are not a channel sponsor, you can be a channel sponsor. You will be green like these beautiful people in the chat. And subscribe to my Patreon, patreon.com. I am A.T. Elliott. I will see you guys. Thank you guys to everyone who contributed to the stream tonight. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good night, squad.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Kandi. And you are logged in to straightfromthe8.com. And you know, hey, I got to represent because I'm straight from the A.
Gonna throw the A for us one time? You know how we do. We're gonna throw the A.
Straight from the A. Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, and you know, you watching straightfromthe8.com. Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, hanging out with Straight from the A. You know, I love you guys. I always visit the site, but I want to say I appreciate you coming to my lunch party here in Atlanta, and